Alright, hello guys, how's it going? In today's video, we're going to be taking a look here at an ongoing cold front that's obviously heading through and is about to be fully moved through the eastern United States. We're going to be talking about how long that cold air could last here in the eastern United States and when we will be seeing those warm temperatures return in a big way. Anyway, before I get into this video, be sure to smash that like button, leave a comment down below, and subscribe for more weather-related content. For today's comment of the day, we don't have one because it's currently 8 p.m. on December 18th, Saturday. That's right, the day before you're watching this video. I need to take a last-minute family trip tomorrow, and I will not be able to upload tomorrow. So thankfully, I was able to know in enough advance to get a video out for you guys and talk about something. So we're taking a look at the radar at 8 p.m. So let's take a look at it. We have plenty going on across the United States. We have tons of storminess heading into the northwestern United States. We'll also see a lot of that out here in the eastern United States. There's that cold front. It's kind of moving along here, and it's going to be offshore completely. Actually, you know what? Better yet, it's actually located in here, I think, and it will be moved offshore of the East Coast by tomorrow morning/afternoon time frame. Let's just zoom into a couple different spots. First off, the northwest up here. We do have this storminess moving onshore to especially the kind of western Washington areas, but also kind of the northwestern Oregon regions. Let's call it Portland and Seattle. Really, I mean, it's right near Portland and Seattle for the most part. We do actually have an area there that was over Spokane, and now it's mostly actually to the east of Spokane, but that is bringing some snowfall as well. Let's go ahead and zoom in down here to these regions down here where we are seeing some heavy rainfall for a lot of the southern United States, and that has generally moved offshore for the most part. But we were seeing very heavy thunderstorms and rainfall for this region especially. You can see a majority of that has now moved into Louisiana and southern Mississippi there by the time we're reaching about, well, 8 p.m. from the time I'm making this video. It's cool to talk about the radar from yesterday evening from the time you're watching this video, but yet it's actually right now for me, believe it or not. Really, we're taking a look at a time frame when many of you are awake. Usually I'm making these videos at like 5 a.m. and I have to talk about things that you didn't even really know happened sometimes. But now we can kind of all relate to what we all witnessed. Let's take a look here at more of further east. We do have some of those heavier showers in this corridor, especially here, that have moved through. So we're watching cities like Atlanta, Charlotte included there, and generally all these cities that are located in this region, especially, really being included in that heavier pocket of rainfall that will move north into this region. So we're going to be watching for that. But again, all of this, by the time we're reaching the mid-morning tomorrow, will have moved offshore. So also going to be watching for that cold front as it passes through tomorrow morning. Now, finally, we want to talk about the northeast because we do have this snowstorm ongoing. Okay, especially north of this line I'm about to draw here. We've seen significant snowfall. Right along I-90 here, we made a live stream this morning from the time of making this video. It was yesterday morning from when you're watching this video. Remind me never to do it like this again because it is confusing to talk about the time frames. But Albany, Syracuse, Buffalo, you're all kind of on that rain-snow line. Boston, you've been right on the edge this whole time. Leave a comment down below if you're in any of these parts of the country and let me know what the conditions were like yesterday evening. Again, December 18th at about 8 p.m. Let me know what the conditions were like from your memory. But we've seen a significant amount of snowfall for this region, actually. Quite a bit has come down. Now let's finally talk about those temperatures in just a moment. Alright, so here will be those temperature anomalies by the time you guys are watching this video. This is actually 24, well, not 24 hours, actually. That's 24 hours from the model run. But this is going to be, you know, quite a bit forward in the future ahead of when I'm making this video. Again, super awesome there. We can see that there is still some warm air here along the eastern seaboard mostly. We do have some colder air behind it, and this is really going to fully set in over time, you know, as we head later into the day on Sunday, and it's going to be truly evident on Monday, Tuesday, kind of midweek up until pretty much Christmas. I wish it would last all the way to Christmas. It really depends on who you ask, but it looks like that will not be the case. And as we actually head towards, about Monday, let's call it Monday morning, you can see that this will be about 24 hours ahead of when you're watching this video. we will see that cold is fully set in for these regions, especially these green regions. It's really, really set in by this point. We do have some warmer air around for some spots, so it isn't the most, persistent cold. It's not the most consistent cold. It's not the most cold ever, but it is cold, and especially compared to what we've been seeing, it is especially very cold when you look at it kind of from that perspective. Let's just move this ahead. And this is going to be towards Tuesday morning time frame. So again, this is going to be about 48 hours from the time you're making this video, or from the time you're making this video, the time I'm making this video. We can see that a lot of cold air has now poured into the eastern United States, into the bucket here. We see a lot of warm air has built into the west, and it looks like we're putting together a pretty nice pattern here. But it, again, just does not last as long as you would think it would. It just does not last that long. Again, 6 a.m. on Tuesday about here, December 21st. Let's move this toward Wednesday morning time frame, and still the cold air is in general around for this region, and the warm is building up even further for this region, but it's not going to really last. These temperatures will be quite cold though, and especially compared to what we've been seeing, it's going to be about a 20-degree difference or more. Here's Thursday morning, and here's where things kind of take a turn for the worse if you're a cold lover. That ridge gets a lot more further east, and we see that cold is really getting squeezed along the eastern seaboard. That usually doesn't bode well. That means that this is generally coming to an end, and by the time I reach Christmas Eve morning, I mean, it is evident there is equal amounts trough in the west as there is trough in the east, and we have this massive ridge here in the central United States, and that is pushing its way further east, as the weather always moves from west to east. Well, there's exceptions, but generally that is the overall trend. It's kind of like how stocks go down, but the overall trend is up. With the weather, things can head westward, but overall the trend is east. I hope that makes sense, especially if you know stocks. That'll make a little bit more sense, I'm sure. Christmas morning, it's my worst nightmare. I like cold on Christmas, especially Christmas, but during the winter in general, I like cold. We see a massive ridge set up over the entire eastern United States. Christmas Day, just in time. I really like it to feel Christmassy on Christmas. Does that make sense? And that is not going to be the case, especially if you're in those regions. I mean, this is a torch. These browns are 20 degrees above normal. These reds are going to be your 30 to 40 degrees above normal. So if your average temperature was 30, you're at about 60 here. And I don't even think their temperatures are 30. I think it's higher than that. So yeah, you're looking at 60s or 70s, and they're easy. Not looking good for cold and snow lovers around Christmas. Day after Christmas, here's the morning hour. A little less warm, I'll give it that, but still that cold is centered over these regions especially. And it kind of just goes back to the pattern we were in. So if you're hoping for a huge switch up to be long-lived, that does not seem evident at this point. Here's Monday morning, December 27th, and we see the most massive trough over the western United States. This is 30 degrees below normal, absolutely frigid. We see burning hot temperatures compared to normal for these regions. That's going to indicate temperatures that are about 20 to 30 degrees above normal. So things just get really torchy in the long range. And here's the end of the model run, Tuesday morning, December 28th. And again, huge trough out west, big ridge out east. The only thing I can tell you about this frame that seems kind of positive for cold lovers, it seems negative for warm lovers. That's just how it goes. We do see this cold seems to be trending towards heading east here at the end. Again, just how the trough got squeezed up against the east, this ridge seems to be getting squeezed up against the east, and that will eventually get pushed out. That's how these patterns start, and that's how these patterns end. Anyway, for today's confidence tab, we're at a 5 out of 6 actually, because it seems pretty, it seems like a pretty sure thing that those cold temperatures are going to be around for a while. That cold front is going to move through. And then the warm temperatures seem like a pretty sure thing as well, for the medium range at least, all the way up until pretty much the beginning of January at least. And then it's a bit of a question mark. So that's when some hopeful thinking can take place. Again, we don't have a comment of the day. I didn't have enough time to pick up one. I apologize, guys. It's been forever since we've had a comment of the day, but I promise they will be back eventually. For today's patron highlight of the day, I want to thank you all for supporting the channel, but especially our platinum patrons, Bill Crates, James Wade, Dovey Nagel, Larry LePan, Mandy Birchfield, and Patrick Strickland as well. I would also have to thank our diamond patrons, Bill Roberts, Marcus Connolly, Noah Harley, Michael Codalessa, Catbite, Charles Tennant, Cindy Klein, Alan Goodmaben, Bill Dallas, Gary, John Khaleesi, Dwight Phelan, Steven Cornetto, and Thomas D. Barr as well. I would also like to thank our channel members Catbite, Stephen Fan, and Jeremy Cox also. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Be sure to smash that like button, leave a comment down below, and subscribe for more weather related content. I'll see you guys in the next video.